It finally happened. Karna finally got his buff after getting several different costumes. He like he got 2 costumes before he even got the second buff. So I mean, I get it. It's Karna. This guy is super popular. Super popular from Triple C and popular because of Apocrypha. And his other, and especially Lost Spell 4, where he goes Super Saiyan, Super Karna. Like, after looking through his kits and the buff, if you have problems with like weirdly high health enemies, like while you're using Karna, you got screwed by RNG, because there should never be a time where you're not critting with him in a normal like buster farming way. So like, say you're doing a lotto, you start with a 50% CE or something. Literally every single turn, if you have a Karna card, you should be critting on it if your MP doesn't kill. Because spoiler alert, his low early turn damage, not good. Not good at all. It has to do with how his damage steroid works, but his like MP damage, not that impressive. His crit damage, on the other hand, oh boy. Like, normally you run into some issues where if you pop like Vitch's skill on turn 1 to get the power mod, you're gonna run into issues where you don't have stars for the second turn. Pretty much, like, there is going to be so many stars on the field while you farm with Karna that you're gonna think you're quick farming. You're honestly going to think you're quick looping. Let us get started on the Hero of Charity. Base attack, higher than average, higher than that midpoint, just about 12k. That is a very good place to start. HP, lower, much lower, and he does not have that much in terms of survivability. His survivability is killing things until they're dead. He does epitomize Buster servants. Red till it's dead. Star weight, star gen, or Lancer number is just a little bit lower here on the star weight, but that literally doesn't matter if you put so many stars on the field that everything crits anyway. MP charge 0.72. The only adjustment that they could do is extra, and even that isn't that big of a deal. It does affect like extra attack finesse, or not the finesse, but like if you get the finesse, it's gonna clean it up. It's gonna make it feel better. He doesn't have low attack, so it's not like you kind of are fixing a problem, but this is not something you can actually fix with grails or anything. Like, if you grail him, you do more damage, but you're not gonna fix this not being 5. It's gonna be all right, but it's not gonna be like good or like amazing. It's just gonna be like, oh, this happens. Like, considering how early he is, like Fit Singularity, this is when they started getting like things right and learn how Refund and Sergeant like function in this game. But yeah, he is good upstairs. It's his skills that we run into issues. So first skill, 500% chance. This is important. This means unless they are debuff immune, you are landing this debuff resistance down. 100%. You cannot, there is no possible way you can have enough magic resistance to stop this from actually landing on you. It is actually impossible. So he pretty much guarantees the seals, the MP seal because of this skill. It also affects his MP, but that's less. It's obviously not going to come up in farming. Like, this skill does not come up in farming. However, a little bit of synergy here with Arjuna Altar. I'm just saying, you pop this, you open with Karna, and then you guarantee have like debuffs and Arya bust res down, just in case Juna does not land. Because 50%, if you're fighting someone with goddess essence, so someone that actually would have divinity as it is, they might straight up like ignore Juna's like debuff, and then he does no damage. I'm not saying that this is something you need to do. I'm just saying, like, if you're fighting someone like Summer Scotty and you're bringing Arjuna Alter, just know, like, their deep magic resist is so high you might not actually land his debuff. So you're either gonna have to plan for it like this, or bring someone else, bring another support that will actually put a debuff. But again, you still have to fight. Getting like guaranteed debuff res down is, like, even then sometimes like the debuff res down does not land because your chance to land it doesn't go through. This skill isn't amazing. I'm just saying it has like actual practical applications. This skill, it is technically better than a mana burst, but literally only if you MP. After that, it's worse. At this point, I think they can just make this 3 turns, because 3 turns 30% buster and then 3 turns 20% MP. That's not asking a lot. That's actually like a pretty fair skill. Like we see like Ibaraki has like 30% attack, and then wait, yeah, I think it was like 30% attack, 20 for the party or something like that. Either her or Shuten. I think that might be Shuten. It might be Shuten. But yeah, like these both being 3 turns wouldn't be the end of the world and would just improve his damage in farming dramatically. He's not gonna hit Melisyn numbers. Flat out, he's not. But his damage on turn 1 will probably surpass Suresh, who has the same exact problem. Same with Artoria. That probably is like the biggest thing with these AoE Lancers. Like every single one of them but Melisyn and Romulus have 1 turn like damage steroids. All of them. Well, Melisyn and Romulus got 3 turn, like it's mostly attack. It's like a little bit of buster, but like Melisyn ramps up, so Melisyn's the exception. But yeah, like Romulus, he just beats out. Does. So they like at this point, both Aresh and Karna have had their MPs buffed, and it hasn't fixed the issue. Same with Artoria. Like Rising Mud Rain, and she's not matching damage, and it's because her buster buff is 1 turn. I'm all over the place today. All right, let's actually talk about this buff. Before it was 25%, and this literally screwed you out by 5% from buster farming. 50% star gen, 40% crit damage. Skill was okay. It was just frustrating that this was a static 25 but not 30. It was extremely annoying for a lot of people to try buster farming with him. Now it's flat 30, and it's still in the 6th turn. So technically, you can Atlas Mystic Code at like skill rank 6, and no, you still need Oberon. Yeah, no. You could do super scope stuff. Regardless, yeah, okay, actually, yeah. You can do super scope stuff, and it's regardless of whether Karna has a skill level or not. As long as he has a skill, he can do buster farming. Starting from super scope. But as you level, you can start doing other C stuff. It is nice at stack 30, but in normal farming, you'd still want this at 6 for cooldown reduction reasons. Magic resist C. Oh, so sorry, I didn't even fully go over the buff. I glossed over it because of the 30 part. Star gen's 100% now, up from 50. Crit damage up to 50% from 40, and you get 40 stars. It is an absurd amount that you probably don't need, but if you've ever used Juno Alter, you know that like if you pop skills too early, you don't have stars when you might need them. If you know you're going up against man attribute the entire farming node, like you might want to pop both Vitch's like star bomb skills like on the first turn, so you just nuke them. But if you don't nuke them, you're kind of in an issue on skill turn 2 when you're not popping Oberon battery, where you only have the stars you made last turn. Obviously, like if you space out like when you're popping stars, you're good. But like some people just click buttons and turn their brain off. This is an absurd amount of stars. Like in total, you have 100 stars between 3 turns with 2 Vitch star bombs and Oberons. Oh, sorry. No, you don't have only 100. You have 140 because you double stack this. Karna provides 80 stars by himself, basically for turn 1 and 2, or 1 and 3. You don't have to worry about the only stars he needs are turn 2 that the bitches can provide. So as long as you're not fighting man attribute, you're pretty much set in terms of like follow-up crits if you need them. Let me reiterate, if you need them. If you just straight up kill, who cares? You're dead. So magic is a C, 15% debuff resistance, riding A, 10% quick up, divinity for tickle, get mana loading. I'm pretty sure I made the mistake and got this because he was mainly like a crit DPS. Now I kind of gotta wait for him to spook me again. Fun. Then we come to his MP. 5-hit AoE Buster. We don't care about hit counts, really. Buster is down. This is after damage. Unfortunate, and it's only 20, but it's still something. It's still, like, increasing the damage over time since he only has the 1-turn mana burst. Super effective damage against Divinity. And he is a Lancer with this. Some pretty high-profile servants here on the Divine Archers. I see, obviously, Arjuna, Super Orion, Gilgamesh, the big one. Ishtar is a boss a lot of times. And then Berserkers. He's going to hit a lot of these really hard. And again, you could just have him fight them. Like all these ultra egos, you could just bring Karna, and he'll do fairly well since they're gonna do half damage to him. Oh, I'm not talking about Honkai. Yeah, these are his costumes. Okay. Karna is a very chunky boy, and you need proofs like you need bells. You need a lot of them for every single skill, and he's been in the game for a very long time. Hero proofs are the bane of my fucking existence, especially on my ult account, because I need like 300, 400 just to ascend my units. Karna is going to eat up so many of these. You need to make sure all of your units are ascended before you start leveling his skills like this. Because you're going to be delayed leveling or ascending servants for a very long time if you're trying to max out Karna skills. That's probably Karna's biggest weakness, that you, like, if you're a new player, you'll get Karna soon. But it's probably going to take you a long time to actually get these leveled up. Like, a long time. You're going to have to farm for them. Bond CE, Omni card buff, 8%. This man is doing so much better. Could he do even more? Yes. All they have to do is fix this, and then they don't need to touch him. He's good. He's modern. A lot of these older servants just have like kits that are meant for 1 turn, not 3. It's fine if you have a bunch of 1-turn stuff. It's fine, but you still need something for the whole stretch. I love Shisho, but all she has is crit damage. She needs both Scotties. She needs both of them to have staying power over 3 turns. She hits like a nuke when she has her skill up, but that's only when she has it up. Not that often. But as long as you can break bars with just like crits, like who cares? Like, that is probably Quick's strongest point, is that their crits, and Buster too, that their crits are like, they do so much damage that they either break bars, or when you pair them with an NP, you just loop back. Or it's like if you don't refund fully, just charge up. But most of the time, Arcs is refunding fully. Or get back to it by getting hit. Alright. This is Karna. I'm ready to start stream today. I will see you guys later. Peace. Thank you for making it to the end of this video. If you enjoyed, drop a like or sub. Hope to see you in the next one. Peace.